Here you guys go. I just got home. It's pretty late, 11:37. I just want to hop on here and get the recording of the final target being hit. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bull Runs, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over how I buy and sell on gold. So basically, we're going to be going over my exact strategy that I use in my Telegram with my members that we use every single New York session to buy and sell gold. Um, Originally, I had already recorded this video with a live trade. However, the quality was just absolutely trash. So I am actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new video. I'm going to be going over the sell position, the buy position, and then we're just going to cut straight to the live trade. I'm going to explain the live trade just a little bit because, like I said, the main important parts that I had previously recorded were cut off. We're going to go over the buy position, sell position, then we're going to hop in straight to the live trade, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off this video. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to bring a pen and paper, and let's get it. First things first is we're going to be going over a buy position and a sell position. One thing I want you guys to understand is that I am a gold trader. So for these examples, we're going to be looking at the gold charts. You can use this strategy for pretty much every single pair. I mean, I've back tested, and what I'm teaching you is literally how price action works. Okay, so first thing I'm going to explain the buy position, then I'm going to do the sell, and then I'm going to show some other examples on the charts, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the live trade. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead, let's go over the buy position and what I do first. Right? So I want you to imagine that this is actually the chart. Okay. So what I look for is I look for a previous support. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this out and then I'm going to do the explaining. All right. It'll just make things a lot easier for us, especially if you are new to the charts. So let's go ahead and take this off and that'll do. So what I look for and what I call these setups are BOS setups. All right. Now, what is a BOS? A BOS is a break of structure. So a break of structure would be the a previous support that's created, which would be here, and then when price comes down and breaks that structure. Now, when this structure is broken, what you get is called a buy box. Now, within this buy box, your buy positions are valid. Now, for me, I use a 40 pip SL. I risk 1% with a max of 2% in the day. And my targets, I usually go for 1.5 to 3% typically whenever I'm trading. Okay. Now, your first position, you're going to take it 40 pip SL. If price comes down and takes you out, then you'll take your next position with the 40 pip SL. So what that means is the buy box is typically going to be within 80 pip range. Now, can price overextend and the buy box be 120 pips and stop you out? And then you're out for the session. You have to move on to the next day, of course. But with due time and as you continue to trade, you're going to see that in the end of the month and the end of the quarter, you're going to be profitable on your setups if you're trading like this. Okay, so you're entering your buy positions, and let me actually open up a long position to kind of get this more clarity. All right, so you open up your buy positions here. Here's your BOS, here's the break, here's your buy box, right? Now, what a lot of people have issues with is where they're going to take profit. So what you're going to do is you're going to take from the previous support, you're going to come to the top, you're going to come straight down to the break, and pretty much what you're going to create over price. I mean, this is pretty much training wheels, but what you're going to create over price is a triangle. Now, what I call this strategy is the Bermuda Triangle strategy, and the top of the triangle is going to be a take profit and the upper mid is going to be a take profit. Me personally, I don't use multiple TPs. When I take profit, I take the entire position and I close out and I move on to the next day. So for this example, when you go for your buys, you're going to be reaching to target here, right? The top or the upper mid of that triangle. All right. Now, I want you to understand that every single setup is going to look the same. Some might be a little bit cleaner than others, and by that you'll be able to distinct whether or not you want to actually get into the trade. But for buy positions, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Like I said, I'm going to be going in for a few examples after this, but let's go ahead and get into the sell positions, and then I'll kind of wrap everything up with some hard examples, and then we'll go into live trading. All right. So same thing for the sell position. You're looking for the previous support. You are looking for the buys. The buy box has to be there. But rather with the sell positions, the buys have already happened. Okay. So price is already here, right? So if you draw your triangle, your sell positions are going to be at the upper mid or the top of the triangle, right? So let's go ahead and draw some sell positions here, right? 40 pip SL, same thing. Okay. But as to we explained where you look for your take profit positions on the buy, for your sell, it's going to be the new BOS. So if you're selling here, you're wanting price to come down, and then it will target the new support. You come across, and then you create a new buy box, and that is where your target is, because now you're entering a place where price can pull back and reverse, aka a buy position, right? And this style of movement is exactly how the market moves. So once you understand this positioning in your strategy and in your session that you trade, then all that's left is your risk management, and then of course perfecting your strategy. Not necessarily perfecting it, but understanding whenever you can see it specifically and you're comfortable to enter. But nonetheless, guys, this is exactly how I trade in the channel, and how we are able to be profitable every single month. Now when it comes on the buy positions, sometimes price will overextend, it'll break the top, and then you'll get your sell area like this. Okay, but with that, like I said, make sure you're risking 1%. Your sell box. Well, in this case, if you were selling, but your sell box would also be around 80 pips. I mean, it really depends on how big your SL is going to be. I use 40. If you use 50 or 60, then obviously your buy box or sell box will be a little bit more lenient, and you will have more of room to breathe. However, I think 40 pips is the perfect amount. It's not too much and it's not too little. You get the right breathing room, and pretty good risk with your lot sizes, right? So it's really just that's really how it goes. A lot of people are shocked about how simple the setup is, but I believe that less is more. So let's go ahead and let's get into a couple hard examples, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the live trade. So let's do buy setups first. So here you have the previous support. You come across. Oops, let's make that a little bit more pretty. You come across, and then you have your buy box, right? You come here, a little bit of drawings over there. I do have some drawings over here, but you could see previous support come across. You have your buy box here. Okay, so you can see how price reverses a lot of the times in these buy boxes, right? But when you're drawing it, you're gonna want to draw your triangle, at least until your visual understanding, or you don't have to do this. But you would draw your triangle, and this area would be your take profit areas for if you were buying, right? So you'd be buying up to here, and same thing over here. Previous support, come across. This is your BOS, and this area is your buy box. Same here. Previous support, come across. BOS, this is your buy box, and buying straight to supply, right? Let's go back over here. Right. And these setups, they're typically going to bring you between the 40 pips and 150 pips. So like, for example, you have a previous support here, you come across, you have a buy box, and then any buy positions in here is going to be, you're talking about 34 to 51 just off this setup. So this is over 3-4% off that. I don't use this strategy to swing trade, so these day trades are perfect for this BOS setups. Previous support, come across. This is your buy box. Your triangle is up here, and your buy positions would be here, and your sell positions would be coming down into here. right? Because this is the top of the triangle and come down. And you could absolutely just do this like literally anywhere. It doesn't really matter the time frame, 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, 10 minute, 20 minute. But the main factor is just being able to identify where to get into these markets, right? And you can see that there's BOS setups literally everywhere, right? And once you figure out that this is exactly how the market moves, well, what does this do for you as a trader, right? I mean, here's actually some setups that we took ourselves in VIP. When was this? This was November 24th. I mean, we can really go over these, right? Here, I mean, I already have it drawn up, but here's your previous support, come across, here's your buy box, and then your buys all the way to the top, right? You could do your triangle up here and then run it exactly like that. And for some other good examples right here, you can see a previous support here created, come across, here's your buy box. You can draw your triangle up here and aim for your target, right? Same thing here. Here's your previous support, come across. This area is your buy box, and you're able to catch some good percent coming up here, right? And look, you can even see price falls down here, right? Now you have a previous support here. You can come across all the way across. We can bring it, and this is a buy box, right? And this gave you this position on the buys, and you could just constantly see, BOS, previous support, buy, come to the top, triangle, come across, enter your cells to target the new BOS, and so on and so forth, right? So just to reiterate, guys, right, every single setup is going to look like this. BOS, break, buy to supply. BOS, break, buy to supply, and sell. And what this does for a trader is it keeps you guys from trading in the middle. All right. And what do I mean by trading in the middle? I mean by all of this, right? I know there's a lot on the screen right now, but trading all of this stuff. This is where people are hitting stop loss, they're blowing their accounts and things like of that nature, right? But however, and when you're entering off the BOSs, purely off the BOSs, you can see that you're able to actually buy low and sell high, even though that's not as simple as it is. You're basing your position off market structure, but it stops you from entering in the middle and only entering at the highs and the lows, hence the buy low, sell high, right? But that's pretty much black and white how I trade in the chat with hundreds of people and how we're able to be profitable every single month. Now, granted, you have to make sure that you're using risk management, 1% per trade. I mean, there's a lot of other factors involved, but the main thing, the basics, as far as just the position, that will really all you need. But I have other confirmations that I teach as well, but this is the main sauce right here when it comes to actually finding your position. That's how I trade with the chat. If you guys are interested in free trading or you guys want to learn more, definitely, click the link in bio. You guys can join the free trades Telegram, trade with me and the group. But I hope this video helped you. Now we're going to be getting on to the next part of the video, and that's going to actually be a live trade that I took. This is our Christmas trade that I took here in December 2024, and we had a gain of 3.5%. He smashed absolutely completely. And yeah, so let's go ahead and review the trade first, and then I'll go ahead and let the other part of the video play out, right? So on Christmas, right, the market did end up closing while we were in this trade, but during Christmas night, the market opened up, and then obviously our TPs smashed, right? That's why we're making the video. But to answer, why did we get into this is because we have a previous support here come across, and all of this right here is the buy box, right? Previous support here as well, and then you have a break of structure, and this is a buy box. So the top of our triangle, which is here, is going to be our supply, which is where price should be heading to. right? And then the upper mid is where, price can also reverse, but where it should head to as well. The upper mid is 26.26, and that is going to be our take profit for the trade, right? For 3.5%. So this is our entry 26.11. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this, drop me a thumbs up and a comment if, going over this strategy helped you. Um, you know, don't be too intimidated by it. Definitely study and take these examples and really hone them into your trading and just look for all the BOS setups. And before you enter buy positions and sell positions, make sure you're not entering in the middle of the chart. Make sure you're entering at the lowest and the highest. All right, you guys. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this live trade. I'll see you guys in the next segment. Let's get it. All right, so I hope that made sense. That's how to look for buys and sells, and then that just goes on the entire way you should be looking at charts. Now, you can see I also have some BOSs up here, given that 26.30, 26.28, and well, for my TP it's 26.26, but this area primarily is looking what's going to be hit on this session. But that's what we see on the chart. That's what's going on right now. Well, once price breaks 26.15, I'll put SL to break even. And with that said, we're just gonna let the trade play out, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Let's get it. And we are back. This trade took honestly a little while, over a day, but that was because markets were closed and it's Christmas. December 25th right now, and the BOS strategy has definitely achieved the target. So shout out to that. Definitely explained pretty vividly in the first part of the video, but here you guys go. I just got home. It's pretty late, 11:37. I just want to hop on here and get the recording of the final target being hit. We actually ended up hitting the supply zone area, so we could be getting some sells here, but nonetheless, the gold abided by the rules, the BOS strat, and yeah, brought to you by Bull Runs. If you guys took that trade in the free channel, definitely make sure you guys, end up taking profit. I'm already out of the trade, so I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow for more and Telegram link in bio. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.